All right.
Welcome to your transformation review. Are you ready?
The changes your body are going through is perfectly natural. I don't know why I got German there.
And these are all your changes from 2023 since you started with us at the very end of May through December. We first want to look at your body changes overall. Total weight, you've actually been rather consistent, just fluctuating up and down, but ending around the same place as when you started. That major dip down was after you got sick. I
You get sick more often. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
However, if we look, we can see that your body fat changed by about 3% from when you first came in. I mean, almost immediately after you came in, it dropped down. If you see, that's the end, or that's May. Just when you checked in with us in July, you were already 3% lower. And then it's just been adjustments since then. But
Hovering around 30.
Hovering around 30, yeah. Your total weight increased 3.5 pounds since you first weighed in all the way through the end of the year. That was actually a net gain. You lost 6.7 pounds and put on 10 pounds of muscle.
Jesus Christ. Get the fuck out of here. This
Rob
guy.
is seeing these numbers for the first time.
Oh my god.
These are real reactions. And when it came to actual body measurements, the only thing we really tracked was your right bicep. I think you were having a contest.
Until your left one got as bigger than your right one originally was.
Yeah.
Then we start throwing that in.
So this upcoming year, we're going to be doing a lot more body measurements. That way you can see how everything's changing quantifiably instead of just how you feel. And I mean, we recently had a Facebook post of you, and I was amazed.
Yeah, because has been out, but
Mm-hmm.
he was very surprised in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Alex warned me there's going to be a lot of annotations.
Yes.
Um,
So just like let's start out with what it is we're even looking at. We've got your primary 1 and primary 2 information broken up in two different ways. The first way is the average weight per set. That's going to be represented by the solid bars shooting up from the bottom, and they are beholden to the information on the left. So going from 0 to 400 pounds.
oh, look, finally moving some weight up here.
So when those increase, that means your weight for that set increased.
To be fair, these are dumbbells, so this is like half weight.
Yep. And then any of the bars, the solid or the dashed lines, that is the total volume of the weight that you moved. So that takes into account the reps that you were doing, and that is beholden to the information on the right-hand side. So from 0 to 1,500 pounds of weight.
No, he didn't get there.
Yeah,
The way you
he's
said that,
working on
I thought he hit it the way you said it.
No. He's
He
actually,
is well over 1,000
he's
though.
over 1,000.
Jeez, oh man.
Per workout. Per one exercise.
Oh, per half workout.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh man.
So when we started out, you can see that your volume increases, and whenever it takes a dip, if we take a look at the bars.
Oh
it
yeah,
usually
sorry, I
means-
forgot we have to re-explain everything. Yeah, so this is your rep count going up, and then whenever you see it drop, that's because your rep count went down, but that's usually because we move up in weight.
Usually.
So that's why these, even though it's hard to see, these usually go up when this comes down. Even though it's hard to see, but here you can. This one's pretty clear. So here we're maxed. This moves up. This drops, and then it maintains until we hit a peak again, and then it drops again. At which point that moves up. That's pretty clear, right?
Yes. The biggest changes happen when you actually switch to a new type of workout. So we can see that when you switch to barbell bench, even though that weight jumps up so high, it does a little downward dip on the blue line because we limited you just to 5 reps.
Yeah, and that's, like I was saying, this is a little bit of an artificial inflation because here we're measuring the dumbbells. We do that on our end because it's easier in case something gets mislabeled. It's easier to tell if something's a dumbbell weight versus a bar weight because, I'm not perfect. So really, these would be higher.
Doubled.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if we look at the
but
push...
still, yeah.
If we look at push-pull over for the entire year, though, we see that everything is increasing and
quite well.
Going up high. You've got that beautiful curve. And the switching between the back and the front cables sometimes will throw things out of whack.
Oh, I see.
So you were going, if we look at 1016, that really high spike in red, that really high point, that was on the front cables, and then you switched to the back cables. If you know, you know. Back cable seems like lighter weight, but really, oy.
Yeah. So, but even you're almost back up to this damn weight again.
He's too strong.
Jeez, oh man. Holy shit.
On the next slide, you'll be able to see specifically what we had you doing, and this is not every exercise you've ever done with us. It's only when the exercise is changed. I try to include whenever there was a variation or a shift to a new style. So seated cable rows have been your predominant primary two, but we've been messing around with incline fly and barbell bench for primary one.
Yeah. Okay. What's going here?
Primary twos. Interesting.
Yeah, that was we were probably trying to figure life out, to be honest. That happened quite a bit. Yeah, primary two, because straight leg deadlift was not a thing. And then let's see. Yeah, hip hinges on front cables. Wow, yeah, look at that. I mean, there are some things tracked. Once we got you moving, and then back cables, even though, like we said, even though that looks lower, that's the back cable, so.
But the final workout of 2023.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. He's back. He's back. He's
Can't be
on
stopped.
the back cables. Oh my gosh.
Reaching front cable weights. Or volumes.
Oh, well, I'm trying to think. Shit, I might have started him on straight leg deadlifts. Actually.
You know how you could tell?
Is it a different page?
The next slide.
Well, here, let's look at... did I have him Zercher much? Start Zerchers.
You had him Zercher, and...
He's still Zerchering. No.
I got it.
Here we go. I am guessing...
Around here, 11:18. Maybe.
Yeah. This dip looks like a move to front squats. That's what... That's a big enough dip. That makes sense. And then moving or front squats. He's doing front squats. Yeah, we covered most things on here, right? All right. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, he's still doing cable hip hinges. It looks like that's assuming that I updated his sheet.
So you can see he was on goblet squats for quite a while, several months on goblet squats. And then moving on to Zerchers, staying there until November when he switched over to front squats.
Okay. Then, yeah, this was some work figuring this stuff out. I'm really happy with where we've gotten. I hope you are too. And
I think the switch to hip hinge focus.
I had I did a one-on-one with him going through straight leg deadlifts, and I don't think we've implemented it on leg days quite yet. Maybe that might be it. And if we did, I didn't record it properly, apparently. Oh, well, that would have been January anyway. No, it's
January now.
The first leg day in January might have been straight leg deadlifts.
There you go.
So that would explain why it's not here. All right.
Then arms and shoulders. Yeah. Shoulder boulders.
What is this? Switched from lat raise to pull downs. Oh,
yep.
that'll happen. Holy crap.
So as we can see, the primary weights for everything would rise beautifully and then drop, usually only when you switch to a new exercise or when you were corrected in form and then realized you weren't at the right weight for the new movement style.
So this drop here is from starting lateral raises. And this rise right here is from starting overhead barbell pressing.
Yeah. That beautiful line when you switch to the hammer curls, and then it was going places. We were excited for it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And then we decided to work on the globes with your shoulders,
Yeah.
which you've been doing really well
Yeah.
at. That's a lovely increase.
Yeah, it started bringing tension up into his neck, I think. So that's we switched to lat pull downs, and that way we get a little more mid back work going on. And like you said, he already has globe shoulders, so focusing on it wasn't really a priority for development.
And he had a little bit of struggle with the overhead.
Who
press,
hasn't?
But
Who hasn't?
he's already back higher than he was when he got corrected for his form.
Nice, that's good.
So not only is he doing the same volume that he did before the form check, but now he's doing it with proper form. So it means he can only get stronger from here.
Yeah, that one's tough. Overhead pressing, there's a few different ways to do it, and as much as there's people who are like, this is how you do it, and they tell you that's how you do it, I have to go case by case with the individual based on their specific mechanics and work with you to figure out what works best. Yeah, okay, cool.
And then we see there's the drop at the very end of the month, even after we had that massive height, but that's because we realized it was too easy for you, so we had to increase the weights.
Yeah. Typical story. Oh, yeah. Boop. Jeez, oh, man. Almost at 200 there. No, 100.
100.
Okay.
With 6,000 volume. Or 600 volume. And then here we can see that there was an exercise switch to protect your shoulders in December, but you had an extremely consistent program leading up to that.
Yeah, well, a lot of this lateral raise stuff was getting him to learn how to activate his delt, actually, because he carried a lot of tension in there, and that was a lot of the struggles with the barbell overhead press, actually. So that was an interesting process. I mean, he felt it all throughout Arnold's. These were putting a major stretch into them. And then, yeah, I could only imagine if we were doing Arnold's and lateral raises at the same time.
No.
He would have died.
And then when it comes to one-on-one, most of your time is spent with me on Saturday mornings for the flexibility, which you were able to touch your toes. You were able to go palm flat on the ground.
Not only that, but
for the first time this year. And it wasn't even with me.
The way that helped, like, in the workouts without me having to modify so many things. Because if you remember early on, we were modifying a lot of stuff. And I actually felt bad because, like, I didn't want you to take it the wrong way. But then once you started the mobility sessions with Alex, I feel like just about all of the having to cater to discomfort almost went away for the most part. And we've just been working on the hip hinge movement, and we're there as far as I know with the straight leg deadlift. So I mean that is awesome. And then doing the Mondays, I think you're gonna enjoy those.
Yeah.
Those are pretty fun. Overall, I'd say really nice. If you want to discuss calorie tracking and macronutrient profiles and stuff like that to help lock those things down for more fat loss, I'm here. If you're happy with the way things are going, that's perfectly fine as well.
And when it comes to mobility, something that I would like us to focus on a little bit this year is balance. Not because you have a terrible sense of balance, but because the more you incorporate balance into mobility work, the more you have to rely on your core and your other muscles to brace yourself, and that's only going to activate them even more before the workout, and hopefully take a little bit more stress out of any pain or you feel in your hips and your shoulders.
Yeah, for sure. The best way to relieve lower back pain is to strengthen your midsection. All right, very good. Nicely done. I like
Woohoo!
it. Um, cool. Anything else, Alex?
I love hearing the stories we get from via mom about how good is doing. So I want more of those, please.
Sure. Okay. In that case, yeah, let us know. And what was he letting us know? Let us know if you have any questions or anything.
Mhm.
And keep up the good work, man.
See ya.